Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly psychic tarot reading. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. So let's hop right in. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, Leo. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. In the past, we've got the King of Swords in reverse. This is someone very mentally manipulative, deceptive. Feels like they need people to see them the way they want to be seen. They need people to agree with them and see things from their perspective. Other perspectives, doing things differently, seeing things differently, talking about things differently, makes this person feel like they're wrong. And being wrong activates fear in their space. Boy, this is so specific. Makes them worry about being abandoned. If you're wrong, if you're ever wrong. So this person was punished pretty severely growing up. And if you're wrong, you are abandoned. Things were withheld from this person, emotional. So if this person was ever viewed as wrong by their parents, then it feels like they were punished severely to corporal punishment and withholding of affection. This person's parents, boy, it's more about controlling the children's behavior and not about seeing the children as human beings with their own feelings. It's not about helping them learn how to work with their emotions and their feelings. It's about getting them to behave in the way I need them to behave. That was passed down. Okay. So we get that someone is mentally manipulative in the past. They learned that so they could get their needs met. And it created a scenario where they're very dependent on others. This person, this could very well be you. Maybe in the past you were more mentally manipulative. Maybe growing up, that was how you got your needs met. And it feels like depending on others. It feels like there's this attraction element to it too. You might have been promiscuous when you were young, or maybe your entire life. It feels like that also was a way of getting your needs met. Once you realize that was that desire was there, and maybe that you were the object of desire. Boy, such an interesting reading, Leo. It looks like something started coming to light in the past. It feels like you wanted to come clean. You at some point, or there's this realization that you have some coping strategies that aren't really something that you would be proud of as an adult, or there's some kind of impetus to change, a realization that I don't like how I'm operating. And you're trying to figure out, how do I still get my needs met, but be honest and authentic as Yeah, it looks like you needed to heal your emotions, that you didn't have control of your emotions and your woundedness, and it looks like that's how a lot of people got to you, through unhealed emotions, got you in your emotions. It looks like there's this point where you feel abandoned by everybody around you, and so you decide not to abandon yourself. Wow. And to celebrate you, and to love you, and to nurture you. Yeah, it feels like instead of trying to control your environment through manipulation, there's this desire to be authentic, to be yourself, to heal. Wow. Wow. Beautiful messages. All right, Leo, in present energy, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. This is someone who lacks nurturing, doesn't understand how to heal, doesn't know how, doesn't want to. This feels like someone stuck in some victim pictures. I don't want to heal this. There's something about, I don't want to heal this victim energy. So whoever that is, they're trying to avoid a tower. It looks like this energy, it feels like I don't like anybody else around me. I don't like the people around me. I don't want to work with them. This is someone really trying to avoid going within and seeing how taking accountability for your own decisions and choices has led you to where you are. It's a very powerful place to be. It's difficult because you have to really honestly and see yourself in this clear way. See that how you are perceiving yourself as I have no control, things happen to me, continues to then create that energy of out of controlness, of things happening to you that you don't want. It also feels like you're recognizing that you're enough, or there is a need to recognize that I'm enough, and that maybe you're also kind of projecting that not enoughness onto others. There's a you might have an inner critic, like a really tough inner critic that might have been from being in a very authoritative, punishing environment. Maybe you're, instead of anger and frustration at your parent directed back at your parents because you needed to love them and because you were dependent on them for your survival, instead of not liking them, not liking how they treated you growing up, you started criticizing yourself, trying to not do something, quote, bad so you could get your needs met. So there's this inner critic that you might still have as an adult that doesn't serve you, that makes you feel unworthy of others, and also very hypercritical of the people in front of you instead of appreciating who's in front of you. I'm getting that some of you might feel very hopeless, having to acknowledge and see these aspects, these kind of shadow. This feels very shadow aspects. This whole reading is about seeing parts of yourself, ourself, that are not pleasing, but by taking accountability and owning our decisions, then we take our power back instead of continuing the people do this to me, I have no control over, this has been done to me. That could be true to begin with, but there's a need to get out of that mindset as an adult. It's not making sense. I hope this is making sense. All right, Leo, what's hidden is the Six of Cups in reverse. What's hidden is a need to not live in the past, to not constantly be thinking about and trying to fix something that happened in the past. You might have some CPTSD where you are not only thinking about the past, but reliving it almost on a daily basis, like it just happened today, with the full range of emotions. So if that does sound familiar, then you are, every time you re-engage with that memory, you are making it larger, making it more overwhelming, expanding it. It feels like there's a need to understand what to do with that energy, a different relationship to the traumas that have happened in the past, instead of reliving them. And then by reliving them with emotions and everything, like it's just happened, with the same amount of woundedness, with no healing, then you carry that vibration, that frequency of woundedness into the present energy and create a scenario where you are susceptible, not only likely, because then you are a vibrational match for more of that type of vibration, more of that victimhood. I hope that's helpful. Okay. The advice for this week, Leo, is the Three of Wands, waiting. The advice is waiting for your ships to come in. What's the advice around waiting? What does Leo need to know? Okay. You've been waiting for a Prince Charming. You've been waiting for some hero, someone to come save you from these cycles, these very painful cycles. And it's you that needs to be the hero, your own hero. You stepping up, you overcoming obstacles, you facing your fears. That is how you overcome this feeling abandoned, your woundedness, the victimhood, the feeling like a scapegoat, black sheep of the family. The change is not going to come from your environment, the people changing and evolving, and it's got to come from within. So that's the advice: facing your fears, showing yourself that you can overcome obstacles, changing the story of how you talk about your life. So, all right, Leo, that's your reading. This feels like a lot of shadow work, working on the subconscious and unconscious, really holding space for yourself and allowing you to be right where you are, that's okay. So, all right, I hope that was helpful, Leo. Take care. Have a great week.